welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here, for your friendship, and for your support of each other in the comment section. You guys are always so kind and compassionate to one another, and I really appreciate that. We try to keep the space a space of light and love. I know we have trolls in the comment section sometimes, but honestly, you guys have created such a beautiful environment, and I'm just so lucky. I'm really, really lucky. Have you found yourself here for the very first time though, however? And if you have, we would love to have you join our soul family here by subscribing to the channel, hitting your notification bell, and dropping me a comment below. And I do enter in everyone who drops me a comment. I enter them in for a chance to win a free video reading with me. So be sure to drop your comment below as well. So for today's pick a card, I do pick a card readings on this channel if you're finding yourself here for the first time, as I said. So pull up a chair, grab yourself some snacks and a cup of tea, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. Today's pick a card, we're looking at the person on your mind, and are they ever going to make a move on you? Are they ever going to make their intentions known towards you in this connection? Will this person make their feelings known, make a move on you? We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 here, I don't remember the name of this deck. I'm going to have to look it up. But we do have this large, I think it's a peony. Pile number 2 with the Everyday Tarot and this cream colored flower. And pile number 3 with the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, and we have the Poppy. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit, and my timestamps are below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is all about the person on your mind and whether or not they're going to make a move. Pile 1. Hello, pile 1. You were attracted to this big, beautiful, I think it's a peony. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Or you're attracted to this little deck here. And this is your reading. The person on your mind, are they going to make a move on you? Are they going to make their feelings, their intentions known? Are they going to come forward and ask you out, perhaps? We're going to start with some of their current feelings. So we're going to look into how they're currently feeling about you right now and see what some of their intentions are. And then we're going to ask Spirit about, will they make a move on you in the future? So what are they currently feeling for pile number 1, please? Page of Wands. So and you can see they're like treading on thin ice. The Page of Wands is very curious about you. They're very curious about where this path could lead. There's a lot of sexual energy around the Page of Wands. And they want to embark upon a journey. There's nerves though. There is definite nerves. You can see by the moon in the background of the card. And their nerves are getting the better of them, the 7 of Wands. But all of those wands, you can see they're in flame because each wand is representing a thought, a feeling, an intention towards you. And sometimes, you know, sparks are really exciting. But if we get them all packed up, it can really impede our view. It can really almost overwhelm. So there's a little bit of an ego issue that stops them from executing perhaps change right away. So they are nervous, and that's a normal thing. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can sometimes be a representation of an institution like education, government, marriage. You could work with this person potentially, and you want to know if they're going to ask you out. Maybe they're even like a boss. They could be someone a little bit above because the Hierophant likes to sort of be in control of a situation. And some of those, they may utilize that position as a bit of a scapegoat as to why they don't act right away. We have here the Empress. But it's because they really put you on such a strong pedestal. They get really jealous when it comes to you. Really insecure because they think you're exceptionally good looking. They think that you are abundant in every realm. And we have the Emperor. Oh, they think that the 2 of you could really be well matched together. Back of the deck is the Sun. And we have here the 4 of Pentacles. They're really insecure about coming forward and letting their feelings be known. I think that you probably already have a inclination of how this person feels. And I do think that this person almost feels determined. There's a determination that I'm feeling because look at underneath the staff of the Emperor is that little tiny devil being crushed by the determination of the Emperor to bring about the clarity. Very strong Taurus energy with this person, but I'm also getting a lot of Leo as well with that Sun on the back of deck. So take that as it resonates. King of Wands, maybe even Sagittarius perhaps here. And what is really encouraging is that because the King of Wands is here, I feel like this person is, they've created at least fantastical plans in their minds multiple times. And in these fantasies, they're not the page, they're the king. In these fantasies, they take control of the situation and they're able to be honest and open and charismatic. But they definitely feel like there is a lack of that in their system right now. 10 of Pentacles. I do feel like you could have met this person at work. And that is also something that I feel like is, because there's something about their position in life in general, whether it be work, at home, whatever the case may be, depending on the collective energy. Definitely a work vibe for some. There's something about this position, though, that makes them worry about asking you out or making moves towards your connection. Something about their position. They're wearing masks there, too. And this is not for everyone, but sometimes the Hierophant can represent marriage, so take that as it resonates if the person that you're asking about is currently attached. But I feel like there's a really strong work connection for most watching, but they are still wearing a mask in that environment. Ace of Pentacles, and there's the dragon holding on to the opportunity. The dragon also armors himself, sort of armors himself for the battle. It's a little bit of a hoarding mentality too, because this person is worried about their position having an effect or be affected by their actions towards you, but also their heart. Their they don't want to look weak. They don't want to deal with a rejection. But it's like they're trying to bolster their courage. The Nine of Wands is a strength energy. There's not a lot of strength being depicted in this imagery, but the Nine of Wands reminds us not to get frustrated. It reminds us to utilize that frustration and fuel it towards change. We have the Chariot. Back of the deck is the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness, definitely a strong work connection here for you, pile one. I'm almost getting like red in the cheeks. I feel like I'm flushed, or I'm red in the face, because I feel like this person gets really red in the face when they think about you. I think they blush around you. I don't think they can help it. But what is very encouraging here is this Chariot energy underneath this Emperor, a very determined energy to see what can be bred out of this spark between the two of you. What could be possible? And so they're teetering between this desire to expand, but also I feel like they watch you a lot, especially in the work environment, and they definitely like what they see. 100% like what they see. How do they currently feel about pile one, please? They think you're really physically attractive. And even if they don't know you beyond that, like I don't think there's a lot of emotional depth between the two of you yet, but they want to get there. We have no. Something about their position makes them feel like you're going to reject them. I never imagined so much perfection. We have the nine of Pentacles here underneath the Ace of Wands, so they're finding you really physically attractive. I feel like you take really good care of yourself, and they notice that. You may be someone that goes to the gym a lot, or there could even be a gym connection here. I'm absolutely in love with you. But it feels innocent, like they have never gotten a chance to explore this with you. So this could be a school connection. If it's not a work connection, we have I need more balance. Two of Pentacles. They're trying to decide when to take appropriate action. But there's an acknowledgement that they know they have to do something about their feelings. They can't just leave it all as it is, because it's starting to frustrate them. So there's intent there. And if that's the mini Chariot, here is the Chariot pushing that decision forward. We have wrongful advice reversed. They're afraid of biting the bullet, and they're not 100% ready. Says I'm ready, reversed on the back of that deck. How do they currently feel, please? What are their true feelings? We have here romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And if this is in the work realm for you, you may find that this person goes out of their way to come talk to you. As I said, I don't feel like it's lost on you if this person likes you. I think you know, and that's why you want to know, are they going to bite the bullet here? The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So any fear that they have, any restrictions that they feel, they need to just shift that focus back to strength. Instead of feeling frustrated, instead of feeling kind of bogged down by the energy here, they need to take advantage of the opportunity. And the back of the deck says, ask for help. What do you really need to be willing and accept support? So they may need your help. So let's ask Spirit if this person is going to come forward. Are they going to make a move to pile number 1, please, Spirit? Are they going to make a move to pile 1? They're being really passive. They're being super, super passive about it because they don't want to get rejected. It's like they have focus. They know what they want. They just don't know if they have the strength to push that chariot forward. But Spirit says they do. There's the Knight of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and we have the Fool. Temperance. It's going to take them some time to bolster up the confidence to be able to bring this forward to you. But Spirit says they're going to take that risk. And it feels like a big risk for them. And so it's going to take them some time to really harness up the energy. But we do have success here. We have the Fool, we have the World, we have the Temperance. It's, as I said, some patience required of you. But there's joy in that journey. There's a lot of flirtation that can happen in the midst of this in-between. And a lot of experiences that the two of you are going to share together that is going to fuel this sort of ignition of confidence. There's going to be a lot of flirtations happening that is going to help this person be less passive moving into the future. So it's going to take some time, but Spirit says yes, they are going to make a move on you. Pile number 1. Let's get a charm bowl. The future of this connection in the bowl. What does the future hold after this leap of faith from this person, please, Spirit? Missed it. Ace of Pentacles, it opens a doorway. There is fear with the unknown with the moon in the bowl. There is fear of the unknown that lies beyond those pillars. But it's like there's always a chance, isn't there? The moon looks like half a sun, half a moon. There's always a chance, and there's just an equally as good of a chance of being sort of accepted and a chance at success as there is a chance at failure. And so we might as well just hope for success and head in that direction, because Spirit says this opens up the doorway of possibility. It's an opportunity. So when they make their move, it's an opportunity for both of you to enter into that unknown. And there's lots of expansion that can happen if we follow the fuels of that interest, of those sparks between the two of you. We have the chain, the devil energy with the chain. We also have here, it makes me think of the devil, this it looks like horns or a yoke or something. It's something that holds us back, our insecurities perhaps. We have the R, letter R. We do have the World, and that's the intact marble, so a success in the bowl. We have the Holy Family, so responsibilities really heavy on this person's shoulders. They could be a divorced person perhaps, or have other responsibilities. It says never, never give up, because even if there's a delay, Spirit says this is a yes for you. We have Christmas present. December could be significant to their life or to you in general. We have the Empress with the star. And this is a reminder, if you are the Divine Feminine watching this reading, it's a reminder not to let the delay affect your security or affect your vibration. There's also energy here that this has potential to perhaps reach a level of commitment where families could be formed. So take that as it resonates. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. Hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section, even if you have to come back to make your comment. If you do comment, be sure to hit your notification bell and your like button and subscribe to the channel, and unless you're already subscribed, of course, so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to this beautiful cream flower, or to the Everyday Tarot, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, are they going to make a move? Are they going to make their intentions, their feelings known to you? We're going to start with their feelings first, their current feelings towards you, to get an idea about their intentions. And then we will get down to the bare bones of the question. So what are their current feelings for pile number 2, please? What are their current feelings and intentions about this connection? We have the 6 of Cups. What a beautiful place to start. My favorite card of all of the tarot is the 6 of Cups because of the beautiful, innocent nature of the love that it represents. So this person, they could be friends with you already. They could be someone who just has a really strong, nostalgic type of emotion towards you. They care deeply about you already, and they want to be generous. You may be in disconnect perhaps in some way with this person. You have the Temperance. And I feel like for some, this person has been holding a lot of feelings for you for a long time. Like for a really long time. Perhaps even you grew up together potentially as well. Current feelings, please. And if they didn't know, if they couldn't put their finger on how they felt about you in the past, it's like they've come full circle now. They know exactly how they feel. You're almost in a bit of an intimidation to them, though, because they think you're really physically attractive. You could be a fire sign, potentially. We have Libra here as well, though, but really strong Leo energy because you're a force. They're very attracted to you, almost to the point of intimidation. It's like they're crushing on you really hard, and they've been crushing on you for a really long time because you feel like you are way up here, and they feel like they're way down here. Like it's just a sense of you're out of my league. But that's just their self-deprecation talking. You know, we have the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. They do not think that this is mutual at all. But they still can't detach. It's like so hard because they can't let go, even though they've convinced themselves that you don't feel the same way. But they still can't let go. There could be a separation here. Not for everyone, but there could be a separation here. Always remember that I am dealing with collective energy. So if this doesn't resonate with you, you can try a different pile perhaps, or a different reading. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, this person's had their eye on you for a long time. They've felt this way for you, about you for a really long time. Very curious about where this could go. And if it is a friendship, they don't want it to stay there. Oh, there's almost this message coming through of we belong together. We belong together. In a perfect world, it is you, it is me. It's like this perfect vision of their utopia. It's like you belong together. Now for another, and this is very specific for someone watching, and if it's for you, you'll know that it is, but there could be a position problem here. There could be current responsibilities that get in the way. And these responsibilities could be very physical. Because it's like the truth hurts. The truth hurts them for some reason. They want to bring it forward, but they're worried about it hurting them. And it sort of is already, it's like a chronic pain. Because they're really thinking about the cause and effect, and they're really thinking about what led them to this point. We have the Fool, though, and we have the Hermit. They've been thinking about taking leaps towards you. They've been keeping tabs on you and watching you. You may have gone to school with this person. I feel like you may have already graduated, though, but I feel like you've evolved from that point. But you may have met them in the school realm or back during that time frame for you. So when you were in school, that age group. Because it's like this has been their constant companion as they have evolved. They have never been able to escape it. They've taken other leaps and other bounds and other situations, perhaps, again, into perhaps other connections, but they've never been able to shake this. It's always been their constant companion. And the Hermit is talking about how they are, you know, they haven't given up hope that there could be more between the two of you. So I'm interested to see if they're going to come forward and make their move, because the Hermit is making a plan. Watchful. but making a plan. And the strength is here. And I like that the strength is up top because this is my answer. This is my support. So the Five of Wands is the challenge. It's what's holding us back. It's the insecurity. It's the fear of rejection. It's the competition. It's all of those lower level vibrational energies that the ego utilizes to keep us in place. But the strength is up top. They may be making a plan of taking a leap towards you. How do they currently feel for pile 2, please? We have here affairs with your family. So connection, there's nostalgic connections from the past with this person. And for someone watching, there could be a current, I don't know if it's you or them, it could be both of you. There's a current, perhaps positionary problem. We have here dagger, fear, worries, intense situations. Fearing perhaps hurting others, fear of that truth. Because as I said, the Ace of Swords is coming out as almost like a warning. It's like the truth hurts here. Or they're afraid of the truth hurting. We have frying pan, trouble, accusations. And back of the deck says peacock, beware of great pride. I see the peacock and I see the King of Pentacles. And this could be someone who, again, has a lot of pride and doesn't want to be rejected. Or they could have a real practical reason why they're worried about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Worried about revealing something. And it could have something to do with their foundations as well. So that's very specific to someone watching. But if it's for you, you're going to know that that's for you. How does it currently feel for pile 2, please? We have here retreat. It says spirit guardian of winter, number 38. Again, 3 and 8 is an 11, just like the justice energy here. And there's something about protecting. It's like a dome of protection, protecting the home, protecting the connection itself. But they're in a state of protection. They don't want to be vulnerable. But as I said, I'm encouraged by it. It's like they're making some sort of practical plan. And there could be the necessity for this practical plan, especially if they are worried about some sort of foundation that they're trying to protect. But it's leaving them out in the cold. You know what I mean? It's leaving them. We have here expansion. It wanted to come out reversed, though. And it's the 3 and a 7 equaling a 10. So they could be concerned about this 10 of Cups falling. And we also have here patience, boggy bog patience, the 1 and the 8. It's like the moon imagery. But I feel like they're growing out of patience. It's like they've waited long enough and they're starting to get a little bit restless. Back of the deck says healing. And there's a bear spirit, very protective energy here. It reminds me of the 4 of Swords. How are they currently feeling, please, for pile number 2? What are their current feelings for pile 2, please? I still haven't made up my mind, the Knight of Swords, but the Knight of Swords wants to charge in. But the problem with the Knight of Swords is that he sometimes is very impulsive, chaotic with his truth, and he doesn't think things through, and he doesn't always know what the consequences are going to be of him rushing in with all of that truth. I walked away to find myself. We have the 8 of Cups here. But I feel like what they found was a bit of a karmic lesson. They didn't find themselves. They thought, well, they found versions of themselves, but they found really a karmic lesson. I didn't see what was right in front of me. We could have had it all. That's what they're saying. They feel like that now. It's like we could still have it all. I could grow everything with this person. It says, I'm making plans for us, but it's the Page of Pentacles reversed, so they're nervous about that. And they're having a problem with their planning. I just want everything to be perfect. The Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who is taking their time, and yet they're saying that they're frustrated with the delays. So they're taking their time, but they're frustrated with the delays, and they're saying, I see things clearly. I've had epiphanies. They know what they want. They may be making practical plans. Now, sometimes the Hermit is ruled by earth energy too. It's very slow moving at times. So this could be an indicator of how quickly they are going to make their move. But let's ask Spirit about that. We're going to ask them if this person is going to make their move, if they're going to make their intentions known. have the Empress showing itself. Ooh, I have the Wheel of Fortune, which is good. We'll put that one back for now. Will they make their move for pile number 2? 4 of Wands. Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. The Chariot. Yes, they will. It will take time. The Knight of Pentacles is indicating that, but movement is coming and clarity is coming in for you as well. Now, if we want to speed this up, Spirit says that the Divine Feminine might be able to help, might be able to issue a little bit of clarity about their feelings in order to create a little bit more confidence in this person. Otherwise, it will be a little bit of a delay, a slow progression towards you, but ultimately the Knight of Swords is moving, and we have this new beginning, new opportunities. And most importantly, though, the peace that clarity brings. Now, the delay is also being precipitated by their lack of confidence. You can see that the Knight of Cups is kind of hesitating to go over that water. So there's a lack of confidence that's attributing to that delay as well. But Spirit says it is a yes, that they will make a move on you. Pile number 2. Let's get a charm bowl for you. What does the future of this connection look like? After this person makes their move. Ooh, we got a lot going on here. Throw those back. What does this future of this connection look like for pile number 2? Four of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, Spirit says, where do you want it to go? Where do you want it to go after that opportunity? Because this Four of Wands is not just any type of doorway. If Spirit says this can be a doorway to commitments, this can be a doorway to celebration. And it's like you're limitless. If you're the energy here of fire, you're limitless. They're a little bit intimidated by you and how much power you represent. But it's talking about plans that you want to make. You can manifest what you want in this connection. If you want commitments and growth with this person, you can have it. If you want family with this person, Spirit says that's possible too. But you can see the Ten of Pentacles is kind of on its side because you have the authority here. You get to steer your staff in any direction that you choose. So I feel like this person actually comes forward and like asks you out or tells you how they feel. And it really is on you to decide if you want to move this connection forward, especially if it's a friendship. We have Y and T and G. We also have the S rune, the Sun rune, so positivity, clarity coming in, results that are happy. We have the chain, restrictions, insecurity. We have pineapple, friendship, and reunions. We also have love with the little heart, and we have the little faceless bunny. Think of the Page of Wands when I see the bunny, and I think about new beginnings and opportunity. Here's your Page of Wands as well on your reading as well. So fire energy, this person could be a fire sign or you yourself. I feel like there is fire in this connection in some format or some component, whether you're fire, they're fire, in your charts there's fire, between you there's definitely fire. But that is what I have for you today, pile 2. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell and your like button. It really does help me to bring you guys more content. And be sure to drop me a comment if you want to be entered for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Etsy. That link is below for a personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to this beautiful poppy. I don't even know where to put it, maybe over here, to the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, are they going to make a move on you? Will they make their intentions known, their feelings known to you? We're going to start with their feelings first, and then we will move into the bare bones of the question. So how does this person currently feel about pile number 3? What are their intentions and current feelings? I just saw the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, which is a really good sign. How are they currently feeling about pile number 3, please? The Eight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. So what is interesting here is that immediately as the Eight of Swords, I'm looking at all these flamingos, and the flamingos is a symbol of the in-between. Like, what do we do about my feelings? How do I handle the situation? And they're kind of lost in their own emotion right now, lost in a state of fear, really worried about having to make a leap or make, and I think that there's a lot of pressure because there's divine masculine energy with the King of Pentacles, and it's all about energy. It has nothing to do with gender, but specifically again towards the divine masculine, there's a lot of pressure to be the one to be the aggressor and to make feelings known and make clarity known. And I don't feel like there's enough space offered, emotional space offered as support in order, a lot of expectations but not a lot of support. And that's how they feel. It's like there's a lot of expectations for them to create change here. We have the Fool with the Nine of Wands. And what I do appreciate the fact, though, is that the King of Pentacles is here with the Nine of Wands. They're both animals on this card that are leapers. So they're capable of change. They have the strength inside of them to create change. And I feel like this person has been feeling a certain way about you for a while, wanting to take a bit of a leap for a while, but it is their ego, their fear of being rejected, perhaps. Or it's like status and surviving the opinions of other people, which confuse them. They may feel like you have a lot of options, or they themselves may feel like they have options as well. What they are sort of confused about, though, is how you're feeling, which steals their ability to, steals their confidence. We have the Emperor reversed that just fell on the floor, along with one of my dog's hairs, because he's a husky and he won't stop shedding everywhere. Yeah, the Emperor's not confident. They're not feeling confident. And there's no reason truly for them to feel confident, but they're really letting their emotions keep them in that state. Because that's the prison that they're in, is that state of no confidence. Because they feel very heavily about you, but they're maintaining those feelings in secret. We have the Empress with the High Priestess. King of Swords. And I feel like this person acts really cool. It may even act a little too cool around you, a little bit, maybe icy a bit around you. It's not an and truly, if they act that way, it's a true reflection of their inner turmoil. They are definitely, it's like they're overcompensating. It's like it's an overcorrection. They're trying too hard to act cool around you or to act smart around you. We have the Two of Swords reversed. And it truly looks like an overcorrection because the Two of Swords is reversed even. And so they have this, it's like they don't know how to cope with their feelings. They have overload, confusion overload, emotional overload that they need to rest and heal from to sort of, instead of feeling frustrated, because I feel like it almost feels like they're like rattled around you. That's why they try to overcompensate if they are around you. They try to act cool and confident, collected, because you disarm them. But Spirit says that they can fuel that. They can use that energy and fuel it or filter it towards more confidence. It's like nervous energy. We have the Page of Pentacles though, but the reason why they're getting so anxious is because I think they feel like they need to make a move at some point soon, or it could slip through their fingers. The Hierophant. And you can even see in the Page of Pentacles, this rabbit's stance is very defiant. It's very defiant, even though there's fear. It's like they know they need to bolster up a little bit of confidence and really pretend and fake it till you make it. But here's the Eight of Cups, and here's the Lovers. They have some fears about what's sort of what they're anticipating to happen, and it's not going to happen. That's what Spirit says. Their fears are not going to be realized. But if they keep sort of in this passive stance towards the opportunity could definitely slip through their fingers. Could definitely slip through their fingers. This person could be a Gemini with this King of, and it says it has Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So this person thinks that they're really smart, and they may even be the type of person that is a little bit of a know-it-all sometimes. Not really in a negative way, but maybe a little bit of a know-it-all sometimes. But truthfully, it's like they're so smart in certain areas that they have no insight in other areas. So they may be like exceptionally book smart, but have absolutely no emotional sort of intelligence in that way. You know, it's like they can't see the forest through the trees when it comes to making a decision about you, but they could do, you know, algorithms all day long in their head, perhaps, because they're like, I'm so smart. It's like, well, then why can't you make the right decision here? And the fear is that they'll sit on that decision until the opportunity runs out, because it's so easy for them to fantasize than to push through and make something real with you. How do they truly feel for pile number 3 at this moment? What are their intentions? We have here, this could be the one in reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, and this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So there could be past life connection here. There could be a separation of some kind, but that's not an overhauling theme of this reading. We have past life relationship, though. You have known each other before, which could be one of the reasons why they're being kind of passive when it comes to you. Feeling, please. We have here, I love you. These are powerful words, and they're really scared to take them or to say them. And we have here, consider your foundation. So this could be somebody, again, from your past, a friendship perhaps from your past. We have here, like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And that's what Spirit says that they need to understand, is that staying in a lack mindset only attracts more of that. Only attracts more of that lack mindset. Only attracts more confusion here. How do they truly feel about pile number 3 at this moment, please? Do you think about me too? Confused about how you're feeling here. And I feel like if some of that confusion was lifted, it would give them a lot more confidence to create change. But it almost feels like they walked away from you and they didn't anticipate this being an issue for them. So, or you walked away and they didn't anticipate this being an issue for them. I imagine you naked, wanting to take advantage of the opportunity and explore this connection. And there's a bit of frustration here too. Think before you act, though. And this person would present themselves as someone very intelligent or cerebral in that way. It's like, I always think things through. The Lovers, looking at things from every perspective. Sometimes, you know, ruled by Gemini, some people would say, well, Geminis are not really good at making a decision very quickly, but it's because they are trying to be careful about their choice. They like to consider every single outcome. And that's why Spirit says that this person may be almost too smart for their own good sometimes. It's like they're so smart that it's a deficit to them in emotional situations. Your family won't like me. So this person may come up with all sorts of situations. Why have I lost everything? Why they shouldn't act towards you. Back of the deck says, time to ground myself. And I like that because we have the Star here, and we have the 9 of Wands here, and we have the Fool. And it's like preparatory acts before we take a leap of faith. So let's take a look and see, will this person make a move on you? Are they going to make their feelings known about this connection? I just saw the 10 of Pentacles. I just saw the 6 of Cups as well. Will they make a move on you? This person overthinks everything. 5 of Pentacles. High Priestess. Will they make a move on pile number 3? 2 of Swords. We have here the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Swords. I want to clarify that Knight of Wands. But they're being very passive in the future position, if I'm honest. It feels like they're going to be watchers instead of doers. We have I just saw the Death energy. Can we clarify the Knight of Wands, please? We have here the Queen of Swords. We have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So they are going to be very passive. The masculine energy here is going to be very passive in nature. Even though there's drive, desire, you can see that this horse is leaping over top of these pyramids. So there's all sorts of perhaps situations or reasons why they can't make that leap and why they might maintain this watcher position, because it's like this person wants to gain as much information as possible. They act like it's their job or something to gain as much information as possible, and that's one of the reasons why they delay things. You may get frustrated with the delays. Here's the Queen of Swords. She is a leader of truth and justice, and she doesn't like waiting around either. She wants her clarity. She doesn't like waiting around. So you may find that you get frustrated and you sort of create change here or make your intentions known in this connection to shake things up a bit. But if you are relying on this person to make a move on you, Spirit says they're acting very, very passive and they're acting like it's their job. They're acting like it's to gain information, to gain insight, but Spirit says it's actually protection. It's a fear-based restriction that they're experiencing. But relationships are not impossible. Two of Cups here. Here we have it flanked, though. Success is flanked by the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So it's like it's determined upon this beautiful queen being willing to be honest and being vulnerable with her heart. And that's where success would lie. But I don't think this person is going to make a move, pile 3. Unfortunately. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. The future of this connection in the bowl, especially determine if they don't make a move. Maybe you'll decide to kind of speak your truth, but we shall see here. What's the future of this connection in the bowl? So we have King of Pentacles. Oops. The Moon reversed and the Three of Wands reversed. So the Three of Wands is reversed, so it's delays and setbacks because of the influence of this king, because of their ego issues, because of an indecision, a decision that they have to make that they don't make in your favor perhaps, or they don't make in this direction of confidence, because then we have these delays. However, the Moon is reversed, so we still have revelations possible. We still have clarity that's available to us, and insights and breakthroughs that are possible, but it may require some intervention from your end of things. We have the High Priestess here, and there's a big hole in it. And we have the High Priestess in your reading as well, representing, you know, the secret that we carry, because this curled end holds a lot of information that we cannot see, but there's a hole in this one. We have O and S. We do have here the white fish bones. And that's why, you know, when I see the fish bones, I think of the Ten of Swords. And that's a very definitive, like, oh, you know, it's an over situation. But this is the white one. The Ten of Swords in the black is like the finality, the final, you know, no for me. In this case, Spirit says there's wiggle room, but there has to be intervention from another party. Like there has to be your intervention because this person is very limited. So they won't make a move, but there's still movement possible in the connection itself. We have the Empress with the flat shell, and it's paired right next to the Moon. And so you, again, here's the Moon energy. You could be a Scorpio perhaps, but it's all about revelations and trusting your instincts and acting accordingly. We have the Star of Aquarius and the Starfish. We have an anchor, and it's next to a commandment from the Bible that says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." So maybe there could be a reason why there's sort of an indecision or a passive nature or a choice to be made that goes beyond the ego. It could be a very positional thing, so take that as it resonates to your situation. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section, and I would love for you to subscribe and drop your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, but I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day.